Liv Morgan with an unexpected challenge this past Monday on WWE RAW. But before we get to that, I'm Rob, the Wrestling Old Head. You have entered the portal of pro wrestling, wrestling from the past, present, and the future. Welcome all new subscribers and old to the portal. Now let's talk about it. Liv Morgan in the ring calling out Dominik Mysterio. She was giving him, showering with gifts and all this love and adulation, interrupted by Zelina Vega, who I felt did a phenomenal job to handle promo duty as they went back and forth, leading to a match that I believe is going to be at Money in the Bank between Liv Morgan and Zelina Vega. One interesting tidbit to note is that Dom seems like he is being forced to come out and push Liv Morgan out of his life, and that is a very interesting tidbit going in forward. Is this really what he wants to do, or is he being forced to do it? And that is something that we're going to be faced with, the understanding of what that is going forward, and I think it's going to hit its peak very soon, probably as soon as Money in the Bank, or maybe shortly thereafter. But one thing is for sure is we are going to see Liv Morgan defending her women's championship against Zelina Vega. Another interesting through line in this story is bringing Rey Mysterio Jr., a member and leader of the LWO, into the fray. With the history between he and Dominik Mysterio, it adds for an interesting element into the story. Now, did he push Rey Mysterio Jr., who was breaking up a fight between Zelina Vega and Liv Morgan, because of the fact that he does not like Rey Mysterio Jr., or was he in fact sticking up for Liv Morgan, who Rey Mysterio Jr. pulled away from the brawl? That is an interesting story as Liv was running out to chase Dominik to the back. It's something to think about. It definitely feels like Dominik Mysterio is not happy to be out there talking to Liv. Now, whether that is because he is being forced to, or because he's actually trying to shun her, remains to be seen. But it was a very interesting emphasis in story to go with this method. Liv is obviously pursuing Dominik, but as Michael Cole mentioned earlier in the show, Dom is actually liking and reposting a lot of the stuff that she sends. So how much does he want her out of his life? It doesn't seem like he's really that interested in getting her out. It seems like he's more interested in getting her in. And that is something that we're going to see play out going forward. But it seems like they're unraveling this story bit by bit, and everybody is falling for it. Everybody is into it. And I definitely thought that Zelina Vega handled herself very well. I would still like to see a little bit more from her to show that she is very formidable as a challenger against Liv Morgan coming up at Money in the Bank. Maybe a couple of wins here and there. I think it would do her very good, but she did a solid job. It was interesting. She's got these like 2-inch stilettos on, and it looked like Liv had like 3-inch stilettos, but it looked like Liv Morgan was towering over Zelina Vega. It was interesting to look at, because then in the evolutionary chart, if you put Zelina Vega next to Liv Morgan and then Liv Morgan next to Rhea, it would be like a stairwell. It's very interesting to see. When Rhea comes back, however, and I believe she will be coming back soon, I think she's going to give Dom the stinky eye, because even though Liv is interested in some dirty D based on what Zelina Vega said, it seems that D might be in to Liv Morgan as well. Remains to be seen how they're going to play this out going forward, but one thing is for sure, you can look for Dominik Mysterio to be involved in some way in the match between Zelina Vega and Liv Morgan whenever it may happen, and I believe it's going to happen at Money in the Bank. One thing is for sure, that SummerSlam is shaping up to be one for the record books, whether it is we see Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley or some iteration thereof. It's exciting to see how this is going to be played out. Cannot wait to see how it unravels. But what do you guys think? Do you think Zelina Vega is a formidable challenger for Liv Morgan? And what do you think this story is leading to? Is Dom actually going to be with Liv Morgan? Is Finn Balor actually with Liv Morgan and they are just pulling him away? One thing for sure, though, before I go, I must say, Liv Morgan will eventually let Dom know that he is the true leader. And I've said this in other videos, and I feel this bears repeating. Liv is going to get in Dom's head and make him feel that he is more important in the Judgment Day than what he is out to be. She's going to probably say that Priest thinks he's nothing more than a mascot, but he's actually the real leader. That's going to give Dom a sense of confidence, and he's actually going to start trying to be a leader and coming off that way. And I think that's going to be a really interesting point, because that is where Dom the character and Dom the human being behind the character will really get a chance to shine. And I look forward to seeing that, if that is the route they go. Pulling Dom along for the ride, pulling him away from the Judgment Day. Is Finn Balor involved in any of this? You guys let me know on the way out. Thanks to all my new and fellow subscribers for signing up. Thumbs up on the way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you real soon.